I'm Akeisha Green, and welcome to LBTV News from the campus of Lindenwood, Belleville.
And I'm Kiaris Henry. Each week, we will be letting you know what's happening on campus and around the Belleville area. Our first story is the Educator of the Week. LBTV's reporter Bailey Walker and Justin Tarnell talk with Dr. Thomas Trice, and here's their story.
I am an assistant professor in the social and behavioral sciences of the Criminal Justice Department. I've been with the department, this is my first full year as a full-time faculty member and assistant professor, but I adjunct here for 2 years prior to that. The Criminal Justice Department started out as an evening program and has now turned into a full-time day program, which has been in existence for over 4 years. Prior to becoming a full-time professor, I actually worked in the criminal justice field at the local, state, county, and federal level for over 23 years, working in all capacities as an undercover officer, working with the federal government, DEA, and FBI task force, and also as a patrol commander. And I ended my career as a captain with the St. Clair County Sheriff's Department in November of last year. I love talking about leadership because that is my forte. In every criminal justice class that I teach, including the J-term class in which you're referring to, which was a leadership course in and of itself, I incorporate some aspects of leadership into all of my classes. One of the things that I do with my criminal justice students is that I set high expectations of them, and we set goals at the beginning of the year, and things that are minimum requirements for them to learn, as well as things that exceed going outside the box, which is why some of these little trophies that you see sitting here on the desk are kind of incentive and motivators for people to step out and up front and be leaders. I see us being one of the premier criminal justice programs in not only in the state but in this region. We have some of the greatest professors in this department, period, in both the psychology and the criminal justice department. It is a great division.
Thanks for that report, Bailey. Along with many other Black History Month activities, Black Student Union hosted their very first Poetry Slam, Voices Matter. Reporter Jill Thompson was there. Here's the story.
This week, BSU held their first Poetry Slam called Voices Matter. They showcased 10 students who recited amazing poems that really hit home for a lot of people.
Tonight, we performed Poetry Slam, Voices Matter. It was the importance of Black History Month, and also we used it as a community service to collect donations and bottled waters to send to Flint, Michigan over the weekend that we're joining with another organization in St. Louis Saturday. Poetry Slam, Voices Matter was a very successful event. Gave us a little bit more exposure from a Black history standpoint, and also a standpoint whereas we can collect donations for a crisis like Flint, Michigan.
You have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. That right there will make you a winner. Venus Williams.
Thanks, Gia, for that report. This week, we have an update from our reporter, Devin Jackson, on Greek Week.
On February 22nd through February 26th, the new fraternity on campus, Sigma Tau Gamma, held its Rush Week to not only try to gain new members, but to bring together people around the school. Some of the activities included Mario Karts Unleashed and bowling. I sat down with Rafael Gabriel, president of Sigma Tau Gamma, to discuss the outcome of Rush Week.
Okay, so last week we had our Rush Week. That means it's our recruitment week. We do events every day through Monday to Friday just to get people together on campus. Doesn't matter if he is male or female, and it doesn't matter if he is interested or not of joining a fraternity. It's just an event to get people together so they can know a little bit more about our fraternity. We had more people than what we were expecting, so it was a positive week. Even because it was our first one, so we could see some mistakes that we did and we can fix that for next fall. That's the big time to do a recruitment because we always receive a huge amount of new students. So spring was the time to do mistakes so we can learn for next semester. Today we started giving some bids, and then we asked them to wait 48 hours to answer, because we don't want someone to just sign because they're excited about the fraternity. So the next 48 hours we're going to start having some answers.
All right, thank you for your time. Reporting for LBTV News, I'm Devin Jackson.
Thanks for that report, Devin. Stay tuned for more right here on LBTV News. We'll be right back after this short break.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Welcome back to LBTV News. Student involvement is very important here at Lindenwood and Belleville, and our student government has been on the mission to help improve campus life. Here's Casey Washhausen, who spent some time with our student government president.
Hi, I'm Casey Washhausen, and today we're visiting with LSGA President Matt Rattery to talk about LSGA's recent trip to New York for the Student Government Conference. Tell me about the conference that LSGA attended this weekend.
So Casey, we learned steps to improve our student government in ways like the qualities that make a student government successful, which we are going to definitely bring back to our student government here on campus. We learned how to effectively transition our student government this semester to our next student governments for next semester. We learned how to better improve our student involvement in our activities that we're going to do, and definitely improve our relationship with the community, which we're definitely really eager to get better at.
So while you were in New York, did you only stick to the conference, or did you go do other things like sightseeing?
Okay, see, New York is too awesome to not go sightseeing. We went to so many places. We went to Times Square, which was absolutely unbelievable. We went to Wall Street, which was so cool. And then we saw Statue of Liberty. Just an overall amazing experience in New York.
Thanks so much for talking with us. I'm Casey Washhausen with LBTV News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that report, Casey. Elections are right around the corner. Your vote, your voice, your choice. Reporter Richard Burgess talked with one of our international students about the difference in voting here in the United States and in Serbia.
I'm from Serbia. Serbia is like a small country in the southern Europe. Actually, that's a southeastern Europe. Serbia is a part of ex-Yugoslavia. So we used to be in a union with a lot of different countries until the moment communism basically died or fell apart. Serbia is still a country in a transition, which means that we still deal with a lot of issues, human rights, corruption, free trade, and anything else. I'm still very proud of where I'm from, but we definitely have to work on some issues in order to solve them, and we have to be a little bit more open. Presidential elections are coming up soon in November 2016. I think those elections are crucial, probably the most important elections in US history. The reason why is because whoever gets elected, that person is going to be different than any other president before. We have Hillary Clinton, who would be like the first woman, Bernie Sanders, who would be the first Jewish president, Donald Trump, who would be first non-politician president, and Marco Rubio, who would be a first Hispanic president. And just in general, politicians in Serbia are not that educated like the United States are. We have a law about how if they go for a president or like anything like that in elections, they're founded by government. In the United States, all presidential candidates are self-founded. I'm really proud of being Serbian because I'm a Serbian by I guess, God's choice. But at the same time, I chose to be an American. I'm still in the first place Serbian, and I'm always going to be that since I was born until I die. But also, I think it's a privilege that I had a choice to choose to be an American. I mean, I'm not officially because I don't have a citizenship, but like, I just love this country.
Thanks for that report, Richard. Akeisha, are you registered to vote?
Yes, I am. Are you?
Of course. Don't forget to register to vote. Election Day is November 8th. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back to LBTV News. In Link Sports, the women and the men's basketball season is slowly coming to an end. This past Saturday was senior day in the last regular season home game. The women grabbed a big win on this past Saturday against Central Baptist College Mustangs, beating them 78-60. The men came up short against the Mustangs, losing 83-100. Congratulations to the softball team who brought home 4 wins this last weekend. Taylor Wynn was the pitcher of the week, and Peyton Curtis was the player of the week.
Our next segment is to help you, the viewers, get more involved with events happening on campus and around the Belleville area. Here's Gia Thompson with the activities report.
This week's activities include intramural dodgeball at 7 p.m. in the wrestling gym. French Toast Friday will be held at 8 p.m. until midnight in the Dixon Center. Make sure you come and enjoy some French toast. CAB will be hosting their game day on March 5th. Come out to play in the banquet hall. Yoga every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 11 a.m. in the 3rd floor of the auditorium building. On March 4th, St. Teresa Catholic School is hosting their STEM Lab Cosmic Glow Walk at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The Parks and Recreation Department is hosting their 11th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance on March 5th from 8:30 p.m. Pre-registration is required. Club meetings are as follows. BSU meeting every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. in the banquet hall. BSU did an amazing job hosting events for Black History Month. For more information about BSU, follow them on Instagram at BSU_LUB. Bible study every Wednesday in the banquet hall at 8 p.m. Hyperlinks meeting every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. in room C100. Enactus meeting every Thursday at 12:15 p.m. in L building room 206. Sigma Tau Gamma meeting every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. That's all we have for activities this week. I'm Gia Thompson. Stay tuned for more amazing stories here on LBTV.
That's all we have for you this week. I'm Akeisha Green.
And I'm Kiaris Henry. See you next time here on LBTV News.